In an era defined by tear-downs and tanking, the Calgary Flames are facing constant pressure to trade their veteran assets, with Nazem Kadri's name at the top of the list. But while the league whispers about potential returns, the Flames should be sending a clear message. Unless the offer is truly monumental, their most important player is going nowhere. The context for this discussion is a Flames organization in full transition. After a mass exodus last offseason and persistent rumors surrounding other core players, the prevailing narrative is that Calgary is in a full-scale rebuild, looking to shed older players for future assets. Kadri, as a budget-friendly top six center with a Stanley Cup ring, is a logical target for contenders. However, trading him would be a profound mistake, sacrificing the very culture the team is trying to build for a handful of lottery tickets. The case for keeping Kadri is overwhelming, starting with his on-ice production. It is not an exaggeration to say he's been the Flames' best player for 2 straight seasons, leading the team in points both years and setting a career high with 35 goals this past season. When the team was fighting for a playoff spot down the stretch, it was Kadri who put them on his back, scoring at a point-per-game pace over the final 24 games. He isn't just producing, he's producing when it matters most, a quality that is invaluable. Analytically, his value transcends the score sheet. For a rebuilding team filled with young, impressionable players, Kadri provides a blueprint for what it takes to be a professional. He is a fierce competitor and a leader in the locker room, setting a standard of accountability. Teams get stuck in perpetual rebuilds because they lack a winning culture and veteran leadership to guide their prospects. Kadri is the antidote to that problem. His presence ensures that young players are developing in an environment that values hard work and competitiveness, not one that accepts losing for the sake of a higher draft pick. This off-ice impact, combined with his community engagement that strengthens the fan base during lean years, makes him an irreplaceable asset. So, what would it take to even consider moving him? The price shouldn't just be good. It needs to be exceptional, an offer so overwhelming that it forces management's hand. A standard package of a first-round pick, a good prospect, and a roster player isn't nearly enough to even begin the conversation, especially since Kadri holds a full no-move clause. The bidding would have to start a minimum of 3 first-round picks or an equivalent package featuring an elite, blue-chip prospect on the level of a David Reinbacher or Ivan Demidov, a price most teams would be unwilling to pay. What would it take for you to trade Nazem Kadri? Is there any package that makes sense, or is he untouchable? Let us know your price in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe for more NHL insights. Ultimately, the Flames must recognize what they have. Nazem Kadri is more than just a valuable trade chip. He is the cultural foundation of their rebuild, the engine of their offense, and the veteran leader guiding their next generation. He isn't the player you trade to accelerate a rebuild. He is a player you keep to ensure the rebuild actually succeeds. Blockbuster proposal. Could a $63 million defenseman land in Toronto? The Toronto Maple Leafs' quest to fortify their blue line could be heading towards a blockbuster move. While GM Brad Treliving has publicly expressed satisfaction with his current defensive core, a new trade proposal from Heavy.com suggests the Leafs could be targeting a massive acquisition. New Jersey Devils star defenseman Dougie Hamilton. This isn't just a minor tweak. It's a franchise-altering proposal. The deal would see the Maple Leafs acquire Dougie Hamilton, while the Devils would receive a package designed to provide immediate help and future assets. The proposed trade looks like this. Maple Leafs acquire Dougie Hamilton. Devils acquire Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Kaye Jarnkrok, and prospect Cade Weber. For Toronto, the logic is crystal clear. They would be acquiring an elite, top-pairing offensive defenseman to address what was a significant weakness last season, generating offense from the blue line. Hamilton, who posted 40 points in just 64 games, will provide an immediate and substantial boost. He is a power play quarterback and a dynamic puck mover who would transform the Leafs' back end. The move would be a massive commitment, as Hamilton has 3 years remaining on a 7-year, $63 million contract, which carries a $9 million annual cap hit. For New Jersey, this trade is about strategic reallocation of assets and cap space. With young defensemen on the rise, Hamilton's role has reportedly diminished, making his large contract a potential burden. In this deal, they shed his salary and acquire Oliver Ekman-Larsson, a capable offensive defenseman on a much cheaper contract who can fill some of the void. They also get Kaye Jarnkrok, a versatile bottom six forward, and Cade Weber, a 24-year-old defensive prospect, adding both depth and a piece of the future. This proposal gained significant credibility when paired with recent insider reports. An NHL executive recently told RG that the Leafs have, in fact, shown interest in Hamilton. "I've heard the Leafs have kicked tires on him," the source said. "They are looking at a number of options for their blue line, and a lot of them have offensive flair. Hamilton fits the profile." This confirms that Toronto's front office is actively looking for a player with Hamilton's exact skill set. However, there's a fascinating wrinkle. GM Brad Trailoving recently stated, "I like the length of our defense. I like the makeup of our defense." He is focused on making the team bigger and harder to play against. But he also added a crucial caveat. "We can't be rigid." This suggests that while he's happy with the current group's toughness, he knows an opportunity to add elite talent cannot be ignored. The question is whether the need for more offense outweighs his satisfaction with current defensive identity. Is this the kind of all-in move the Maple Leafs need to make to finally get over the hump? Is the price of Ekman Larson, Jarnkrok, and a prospect worth it for a star like Hamilton? Let us know what you think of this blockbuster proposal in the comments below. The path forward for the Maple Leafs defense is at a crossroads. They can continue to build on their new identity of size and grit, or they can make a decisive, high-stakes move for an offensive dynamo like Dougie Hamilton. The direction they choose will speak volumes about their strategy for finally capturing the Stanley Cup.